Hey guys, Peter here at 630. Okay, what kind of bike should you get if you think that you're a heavier rider and that you're going to need more support? Let's talk about that. Okay, so again, Peter here at 630. We get this question quite a lot. It's just a topic that we hear a lot about is what can you do if you feel like you're a heavier rider? Our bikes are rated for 300 pounds, that's what we say. You could ride the bike if you're heavier than that. It's really not the bike. It's that's what I think it surprised a lot of people. The bike is extremely strong. The welds, everything on it, very, very strong and all that. Obviously, the heavier that a rider is, the stronger things would have to be in any case. But it really comes down in most cases to the wheel, all right? And so I have two wheels here, and before I get into those, let me just briefly say that, even if you're a lighter rider, but you're putting the bike through, more intense riding, like if you're doing some mountain biking, and you're doing tricks and you're going up in the air, you're downhilling and getting a lot of, just a lot of jarring and a lot of action to the wheel and to the bike. Also, road riders, those guys are super light, but they need a really strong wheel because they put those bikes, even though they're kind of on the lighter side, or they're more fit, they're very, very strong, and they can put that bike through a lot of forces, and so they actually can't ride a bike that has a weaker wheel. They need a very strong wheel, even though the bike's supposed to be very light. That's one of the challenges of making a great road bike or a great mountain bike is making it both strong and light. That's actually why they cost so much. A lot of people wonder, why would anyone pay so much for a bike? And really, a lot of times it's because it's necessary to make a bike that's both light enough to be competitive or be ridden up a steep mountain, but is also strong enough to take the forces that are put on it. Like I said, even road bikes are put under tremendous force. I would say mountain bikes need to be even more durable because they tend to leave the ground more and hit things like rocks that can hurt the wheels. But really, the bike itself, if you're a heavier rider and feel like you need more support, it's not the bike, it's going to be the wheel. I don't know if you can see the wheel on this one in the frame here, but it's okay, Nate. I'll bring some wheels up here. I've got two wheels here, all right? And what we're really going to look at here to compare is going to be the rims, okay? Now, they're different colors, obviously, but if you look at this rim, this is what's called a single wall rim right here, okay? And these are on more inexpensive wheels. The wheels like this just cost less, okay? But they come with a cost. They come, even though the price is less, they come with a different kind of cost, which is that they're weaker. This is a great option for a beach cruiser, okay? Because you're riding at a leisurely pace on gentle terrain, and you're not going to leave the ground. You're not doing any jumping. You're not downhilling and ramming into boulders and rocks, and you're not sprinting and putting sideway pressure on the bike. So this is a great option, this single wall rim, because it does cost a lot less. It's a lot cheaper to make, but also it's not nearly as strong as what we call the double wall rim. Okay, this is a double wall rim. And you can tell if you look at the two profiles how this one is wide and then this one is relatively narrow in profile, right? So this one just has a single wall, which means it's really just a piece of metal that's kind of bent into like a staple, the shape of a staple, right? Whereas this one has a double wall, so it has that staple in it, but then beyond that, it has another bridge, another wall. And it really does act like a bridge, like that extra support. And so on mountain bikes and on race bikes, they're going to have this double wall rim. You'll always see this on bikes that are going to demand more performance, more durability. So if you are a heavier rider, what you're really looking for is not necessarily a more expensive bike. I wouldn't even recommend getting a more expensive bike. It may not be the right bike for you. Most expensive a bike is in making it perform better for people who really want to use it either for their weekend warriors or if they're actually racing or competing, okay? But you do want to get a stronger wheel. A lot of times with the single wall rim, a heavier rider can crush a rim like this. It won't be strong enough just due to their weight, okay? Even if they aren't hopping it off of curbs and things like that, the single wall rim can collapse, okay? Now, not to worry, I mean, 300 pounds or so, it's gonna hold you up. However, if you have a tendency to maybe roll off of a curb, which is a pretty common occurrence, sometimes people will be on a sidewalk or something and then just kind of, roll off a curb, hop off a curb or whatever, that impact can can do what we call taco a wheel like this, which means bend it. These are not very strong wheels. They're made for a certain kind of riding. They're perfectly fine for cruising around, but they shouldn't leave the ground. They should never be jumped. I mean, one of the main types of riders that we see that damage wheels like these are actually high school boys. You know, they're not heavy necessarily, but they are very rambunctious and active and are riding it like a BMX bike. And you know, bikes that are made for riding like that just cost more because it's harder to make something that is stronger, better engineered, and also can, you know, have the lightness to be jumped and used acrobatically or in a performance-oriented way. So anyway, it's just about what you really need, okay? But I do recommend that if you you know, are getting like to 350 pounds or beyond that, the bike's going to be just fine. You may need a stronger wheel. This bike does already come with the double wall rim, so that gives me a lot of confidence that it's very strong for you. And this is the Every Journey in this case, and this is the Every Journey wheel with this rim right here. This is a strong wheel. I have a lot of confidence in this rim for holding up a heavier rider, you know, with the beach cruisers type of riding. But then if you find that you know, you get a bike like this and the wheels aren't holding up as well, that's where you're going to see the bike failing. It's not going to be in the welds or in the frame or in the handlebars, or usually not in the seat and stuff like that. It'll be in this, in the wheel. You will need to buy, I would recommend buy a higher quality wheel. I would recommend buying a mountain bike wheel. Mountain bike wheels are going to cost more, but they are extremely durable. Obviously, the more durable, generally the more costly. A wheel like this, you know, generally a single wall rim like this can cost the neighborhood of maybe like, you know, maybe like 40, 50 bucks, something like that. I haven't priced it retail in a while, but that would be something like that. A double wall might cost a little more, maybe like 70, 80 bucks. But if you're going to go for a mountain bike wheel, you might want to budget a good, you know, you can shop around, but you know, you might want to budget a good 150 per wheel. I know it's a lot to pay 300 bucks for a wheel set, but physics may demand it, you know, and that will probably be all you need though to get your bike going and rideable. So not to fear if you do way more, or if you're going to use your bike maybe in a more you know, rambunctious way than a beach cruiser is normally intended, then you can get those stronger wheels. That's really the key to the whole weight issue of what a bike can endure. It's just in the wheels and the strength of that rim, whether it's a single wall rim or double wall rim, and then the quality of the double wall rim. Again, mountain bike being the strongest. Okay, I truly hope that was helpful for you. If you liked it, please do like it and hit subscribe. It helps grow our channel. And if you need any help at all, please contact us. You can call us at 310-982-2877 or email us at theteam@sixthreezero.com. Remember, 630 is spelled out SIXTHREEZERO. Theteam@sixthreezero.com. Thanks.